How about now, Chris? Can you hear me now? Should do it right now. See it coming through. Anything on there, buddy? How about now? Okay, great. All right, well, let me start on over again. So, economic data here. Sorry about that. Economic data, unemployment claims came in at 214,000 versus 224. Funny. Uh, Still, let's just see where we are on the markets here. So what I was saying before when nobody could hear me, if you hit the description below, hit the thumbs up button and like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribers. And then also in the description below, you can now see the live trading, not only in the Discord community, but on Twitch at 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time. So come on in there for live trading. It is currently free, so take advantage of it while you still can. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing that for free, but I definitely want to build this community. So for right now, it is for free. ES right now, we are pushing higher here. So we are above yesterday's close right now. Some interesting levels. We are, in this mid-range regressional trend line, and which I definitely like. And we are pushing up towards that mid-range here. It's actually, making a little cup and handle here on the high end. So if we can get over this, like this 69. The 69.63 level. If we can get through that 69.63 level, I think we can get up in here to that 69.88 level. And that's that mid-range of that regressional trend line. And then, of course, if we can pop through there, I think we could push through and get to those all-time highs at 7,015. Maybe we can get there by the end of the year. We do only have 4 days of trading left to go in the year. Do remember today is only a half day of trading. The markets close early. Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy New Year. Chris, miss you guys and the family. Love you guys. Loved spending Christmas Eve with you guys. It was a lot of fun. Miss those days. So, buddy, give everybody hugs and kisses from me. Let's get into the NASDAQ. By the way, on the downside for the ES, if we lose this 69.49 level, I think we come back down here into the 69.32 level. But I think that level that could be a pretty decent level to hold there. But if we did lose that, I think we come back into this weekly high set back in November, the week of November at 69.22 for a hold there. And then of course, if we lost that, we come back in here to the FMLC low at 69.07 for some support there. But I don't think anything too earth shattering is going to happen for today. Let's get into the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's been, giving us some nice little run here, this Christmas rally that we were looking for or waiting for the last couple of weeks. Same thing on the NASDAQ here. I do like the fact that we are above this lower end regressional trend line. We're above the 50-day SMA. We're above the 20-day SMA. I like this level at 25,750.75 that we're above. And then we are above yesterday's close. So I do like if we can stay above this 25,815 level today. I'd like us to push into at least this 25,881. And then if we can get past we can get past that 25,881. I do like us to get into this, go into this 25,931.25, and then if we can get above that, I think it's going to start to get heavy up in, in this zone here between 25,931 and a quarter up to this 26,034 level. That's where I think that we get a little resistance up there before we start pulling back, and then but hopefully we can start pushing it up in in that zone. We do push through that level, we're going to start going higher, but I think that we're going to have some choppiness over the next 4 days before we move higher. Anyways, hit that thumbs up button, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep building this community. Tesla, we said this yesterday on Tesla. I said we're going to get, I would not be surprised getting pullbacks yesterday, and Tesla was extremely, this is a 5-minute chart. Let's look at a 15-minute chart. It was extremely wicky yesterday, and it did respect these levels. I said that, until you can show that you're going to hold above that 488.54. I did not like the longs. And you saw, you started to pop in the morning and it rejected it right away. And then it rejected that high from December 18th at 490.88. You can see every rally got smashed into, even all the way down here, tried to push it, smashed. All these wicks are showing that every rally got sold into, and then it finally sold off. However, I did have these, these levels of support. I said if we got down here and it came down here to the T, this 482.91 level, bounced off it pretty nice. So I do like these levels down here. It was definitely showing us a good level of support down here yesterday. So, maybe we get a pullback down here. It's also right here at this midline, the mid-range of this regressional trend line that I have here, right? So here's the mid-range right here. Here's the low end, right? So if we did lose that, significantly lose this mid-range, then we come down here and test the lower end of it. Let's take a look at our point of control levels here. So we did create a point of control level on the upside, which is positive. I like creating point of controls on the upside because, like I say all the time on these point of controls, they get hit, right? They may not get hit right away. We had a high point of control at the beginning of the year, and it took 9 months for it to get back up there and get hit back up at 416 level. But, look at where we are today, 9 months later, right? Just have some patience. However, that being said, unfortunately, we do have some point of control levels that are open down below. This 454.25 is the first level that we have down here. And that was, that level was back. That level, let's go back here. Yeah, so that point of control level, that was back from December 12th. So that was a couple weeks ago. So you can see that point of control level was open. Point of controls, if you're new to this channel, point of control levels, it shows the medium range on the price and it automatically plots it for me. I've got an automatic script on here, and it shows that the market, usually it will come back after the market closes and hit that level before it moves one direction or the other. So if it's a higher point of control, it'll come back, hit that point of control, and then move lower, and vice versa. If it's lower, it comes back, hits the point of control before it moves higher. So if it does not get hit, I leave that level open until it does get hit, right? So this level right here, it closed on December 12th, and then it never came back down and hit that level. So I leave that level open until it comes back and gets hit, right? So just the same thing on the upside here. So you can see on the upside here, on December 22nd, we closed. This is where not where we closed, but this is where the point of control level gave us a nice medium volume. So you can see this is where the volume was at this price level right here. So this right here, it did not come back up during the next day and hit that level to close. So I leave that level open up at 494.45. So it's a possibility that could get hit today. We all know the way Tesla moves, and 494 right now for Tesla. I mean, it's only $8 away, so that can get hit on the opening range. We've had some 5-minute opening ranges that have been $10 opening ranges. So that would not be a bad play today if Tesla popped up to that 494 and then you take a short off of that, right? Or we pull back. I certainly don't want to see Tesla pull back 30 points down to this 454 today. That would be kind of disheartening for all the bulls. It's definitely promising seeing this, pull down to this level here, and then we rallied off of it. So that's showing me that these levels right here, for right now, these levels are showing me that that's some good support, right? So I'm leaving these levels up here as good support. They were at one point, I had these as red levels, as resistance levels. So as I go over, when they break through these levels, then I see how they respond before I turn them green for support, right? And just like I have not drawn any heavy red resistance levels up here yet, because I'm just seeing how the market, pans out right now, because right now I could realistically, based on what we've seen up here, I could draw a nice resistance level right here. At this level, I can make this red based on everything that we've been seeing here. Came up here, rejected it. As a matter of fact, I am going to leave that up there right now. And so that's going to tell me if I'm in a long position while the market is moving during the trade, it tells me, okay, you better be prepared because you may be rejected again. So this resistance level is red now. So because it showed me, it went up here, it rejected it once, it rejected it twice. So you could see all the reaction up here. Boom, rejection. So right now, until it proves me that we can get through this level and hold, that's showing me this is a very strong level that it needs to get through. So not only is this point of control level still open, but it's showing me the big reaction that there's a lot of sellers up there, right? So until you break and hold above that level stays red. So we are in this channel right now between 182 and 194. Until we break one of these levels, you can play that trade. If we pull back to this level, you take a long. If we pop up to this level, you take a short. I do not like longs on Tesla unless we break and hold above this 488.54 level, or if we pull back down into this 482 level again, I would take another long. However, I'd be careful today. It's going to be pretty thin. So you got to, for today, I'm not looking for any long moves. I've had profitable trades, several profitable trades over the last several days that I was looking for bigger moves, and I turned those profitable trades into losing trades and had to scrap together some decent trades towards the end of the day just to make a profit. So today, my bias is I'm going to take some short trades, make some small profits, and then hang my hat up and then enjoy the rest of the day, get a workout in, and enjoy some Christmas Eve festivities, and get down to it. So let's get into the 5-minute opening range trade yesterday, what we were talking about here. So the 5-minute opening range trade, it did work out. I just had to be real patient with it yesterday. So we had the range on the 5-minute yesterday. You had 487.59 to 491.97 for the high. So that was a $4. That was a $4 range. So that's a pretty good 5-minute opening range. Better than a $10 opening range. Usually, when you get a smaller 5-minute opening range, you're usually going to get a pretty decent move off of that, right? So I was getting short. I was getting wicked up, and then finally I got to move later on in the day, right? I was actually, the problem that I had was that I was bullish yesterday, and every time I come into the market when I have a bias on the market, it always gets me in trouble. Instead of trading what I see, instead of trading the actual price action, I trade my bias. So it's good to have a bias, like I said, good to have a plan going into the market. But when it does not go your way, you have to get rid of your ego and check it at the door and start trading what you see. So, but going over it, if you did trade this 5-minute opening range, the low end was 485.67, and you could have gotten $5 out of that trade by the end of the day. So even though it was kind of wicky in the morning, you could see try to push higher. I kept trying to get long. And then you could see rejection, and then finally went lower. And then even then, when I would switch my bias to go lower, then look what happened. Wick, then pushing higher. Then I think, okay, now here we go, going higher, rejection, right? So, but then you finally got that move at about 10:25. You got that push lower, and then you made your money, right? So, you got to really be patient on things. So as far as the strike prices that I'm going to use for today, I'm going to use the 490 calls. Okay, so they closed at about $3.40 yesterday, and so we are below yesterday's close. Yesterday's close was at 489, so we are barely below it. Actually, no, we closed at 485.86, so we are above it. So we should be opening up right about the same. And then as far as the puts, I've got the 480 puts, and they all expire on Friday. So, but know this, you pretty much have a day and a half till these options expire. So they're going to move pretty quickly. But I anticipate this premium price may open up maybe low threes, maybe open up right where it is. And these options, these put prices, 268, because we are pushing higher right now. These may open up in the low twos. You never know. You got to see how the market opens up. So I may switch this put price to 485 when the market opens, but we'll see how that works. But anyways, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. Down in the description below, you can join Twitch, and you can not only watch the live trading through the Discord, but also through Twitch as well. And when you get to Twitch, follow me on Twitch, and you'll be able to see videos through there. Everybody, have a very Merry Christmas, and I may make a video tomorrow, so hit your notification button on all the videos. And if I do not, I will see everybody Friday morning. Have a great day and a Merry Christmas.